What's going on, everybody? Ram Slaying the Man here. Here's another one for you. I dropped a short not too long ago saying that I'm going to be doing an update on Elizabeth so y'all can see where she's at. Well, good news and a lot of bad news. Well, not a whole lot of bad news. Not even bad news, really. More like a teaching lesson. So basically, as you see, there's the head is already on. This is all taken apart now, but I literally just did this. So everything was connected. Had fuel pressure building up. Checking for oil leaks. Everything was fine that I could see. Then I did some more cranking, trying to build up oil pressure. Took a little bit. Then I finally got it once I had to get a new battery because the one that I had was shot. So got a new battery, put it in, built up oil pressure, no problem. Then what I seen was tragic. As I was cranking, just making sure, checking for leaks and everything, I see there's oil all in between, like the head gasket, the head and the block. The distributor is good. Yeah, there's oil right there now, but the distributor's out, but you can see there's no discoloration on the block itself or on the head. There's nothing there. VTEC solenoid, I thought the same thing. Maybe the VTEC solenoid was leaking. That's dry down there. Everything's dry. You can see the oil, like the wetness, kind of where the reflection is. That's a wet spot right there. But it was a whole bunch. Look, let me show you underneath. I just put fresh coolant in, but I don't think I'll be able to use this again. All the stuff floating around, so that was a waste of money. You can see that's all coolant. Oil. It's all oil. Now some cranking, and it pushed it all out. Check the head, the studs, the studs is at 80 degrees. ARP head studs, torqued down with the assembly lube. 80 foot-pounds. I'm not sure if I said 80 degrees. I meant to say 80 foot-pounds, but it's torqued. I checked it again before I started taking everything apart, and it was indeed at 80. So it's not a head stud that's loose or anything. I had the block decked. The block was out of warp 7th thou in the middle. I had the head done. I believe I had to go back and check the paperwork, but I had the head. I'd never had the head decked before. This time I did have it decked. I'm pretty sure I did have it decked this time, and I've always been using the same machine shop, Napa. I don't know if you guys have a machine shop, Napa by you guys, but over by me is a really good one, like two old guys, and they've been doing this for a while and they know what they're doing. So East York, Randy, Bubba, and Joe, shout out to y'all. So but yeah, so now I'm in the process of taking the head off to seeing if it was potential head gasket issue or something, or what's what. But as you see, it's not leaking. It's not leaking all here, That's all fine. Nothing down the front of the block, in the head. Nothing there. Nothing there. It's almost like it's. Can I see up in there? Whatever all that stuff is. I don't know what, not stuff, but like the gold ring. You see that gold ring there. I don't know what's what. Maybe the head gasket could be upside down. That'd be crazy since this is my second build. First build, I have videos on that on my channel. First build, that was just all motor, nothing crazy. This one is the one that was like, let's pull out all the stops. So I might have missed a couple things, but I seriously doubt that the head gasket is going to be flipped upside down, as I wouldn't be getting oil in the head, as you see there. So I'm hoping that it's not anything like a head is warped or something is warped or something's cracked or whatever. I'm hoping I see something obvious, that just kind of tells me, oh, hey, you forgot to do this. That's what I'm hoping for. Another thing, I also forgot to lap the valves. So that's another thing. Not more so forgot, more so of I didn't think I needed to, as silly as that may sound. So the first time I built this engine, like I said, about like 10 or so years ago, the head that I got, the same head here, it was just as is. I didn't do no valve seals on it. I didn't get the valves checked or nothing. I didn't check for like the flatness of the head. I didn't check for the bore size. Oh, almost kicked the coolant. The bore size of the cam caps. I didn't check anything. I didn't even check valve lash, valve adjustment. I didn't check anything when I got this head. I just slapped it on. I was young. I just slapped it on and just went with it. That's all I did. So now I had everything done. The valve seats done. What else? I was going to get new valve guides. I bought the valve guides, but they said that it didn't need to be put in. So I was like, okay, save me some money with that. But as you see, I paint it and all of that. Yeah, that's whatever. But yeah, so at this point now, yeah, man, I'm kind of hoping, man. I'm kind of hoping that it's not nothing serious. These B series, these VTEC engines, this is the B16A head, a JDM head, not the SI head. Basically the same thing, but this is legitimately a 88 to 91 JDM head. And I know that because the cam caps that I have, they're not smooth like the SI cams, or the rails. The cam rails, they're not smooth like how the GSR or the Type R, same B16 head, or the GSR head, the P72 head. The cam cap, the rails, they're smooth on the top, but mine is cast. Mine is still rough, and only the JDM heads had that. So I was on the original valve seals, probably the original valve seals, but I didn't have no issues, no leaks, nothing like that. I didn't have anything like that. But now this time I'm digging into it, and and I did everything I was supposed to do on it. I rebuilt everything, new valve seals, put them on myself. I put, valve springs, retainers, all that. I did all that. So I'm hoping that the head isn't trashed or anything like that. But back to the original point, though, what I was saying was about the build. So basically, like I said, you'll see it in my other videos, but I'm going to just kind of repeat myself here and then kind of go into the build specs. 2000 Honda Civic. For y'all not seeing this, y'all seen this car before, but newcomers, y'all haven't seen this yet. Y'all probably seen the RX-7 a little bit. You seen the Dodge. Not a whole lot going on with that. Both of those. But with this one, GSR block, B18C1, GSR block with LS crank. I have Brian Crower lightweight pistons or rods. I kind of messed up with those, but I'll just see how they go. Brian Crower rods, Nippon Racing turbo pistons, the USDM Type R pistons. So that gives me, with the head, B16 head, that gives me 11.2 compression. The transmission is a B16 SI transmission, and it has the M Factory LSD in there, and it has Syncrotech carbon synchros in there for 1 through 5. Got a brand new reverse because I messed up reverse before and fifth gear. It would pop out. So I knew it was messed up because I was trying to do clutchless shifting. Say, I get into an accident or just whatever, and I have to kind of limp back home or just whatever if I couldn't use my clutch. So I was trying to practice that technique to get back home. I messed up fifth gear and reverse doing that, but I now learned how to do that. So it was worth it to me to do that. K-tuned slave cylinder for the clutch, which I